built a playground that will help to design. This is no ordinary playground. It's the one we'll help to build on our school grounds with the love of parents and friends. A community with lots of help to lend. So we can see our dreams come true. Everybody sing wonder. Woodstock Wonderworks. Wonder. Don't forget the class. Woodstock Wonderworks. Wonder. Woodstock Wonderworks. Wonder. Woodstock Wonderworks. People turn and lend a hand.
The construction you're seeing happening here right now is really a culmination of a project that began at least a year ago. Ellen Robbins and some other people had seen Leather's playgrounds built in other communities and saw how dynamic they were and how much fun the kids were having playing on them. So they approached the PTA of the Woodstock Elementary School to see whether we could start a movement and gather all the good energy of the community to get fundraising happening to get this playground built here. The kids have been instrumental from the start. On Design Day, back in October of '88, an architect came down and spent an entire day getting kids ideas and soliciting all their information, and they would come up with things like they wanted a slime pit built into the playground, and they wanted a giraffe that moved, and they wanted airplanes that flew, and so we incorporated it just about as much as we could, excluding the slime pit that didn't quite, fit with most mothers' ideas of what they like to put into their washing machines. And little by little, we ended up with a miracle happening back here, and it's real exciting.
Hey, I wanna dance all night, make love in the face of the moonlight, take the strap off your shoulder, ooh, yes I do, I wanna kiss you all over, because it's a ball of love, I roll down the road, a ball of love, dear child, it's a ball of love. Ooh, yeah. Don't want to tease you, nah. I'm built to please you, yes I am. I want to kiss you, nibble your ear, baby. Take you to the bar, I wanna buy you a beer. Because it's a ball of love. I roll down the road, a ball of love. Child, it's a ball of love. Ooh, yeah. Dance all night, make love in the face of the moonlight. Hey, wake up, take the strap off your shoulder. Ooh, I wanna kiss you all over. Because it's a ball of love. I roll down the road, a ball of love. Dear child, it's a ball of love.
About a week or two later, after our first meeting, I read the manual which described our duties and discovered that the playground we were building was going to take 5 days, and that my new job consisted of feeding up to 2,000 people over lunch and dinner. Each meal was to be different, delicious, enticing, and always with something green. And that our job was to ask throughout this community, restaurants, markets, stores, caterers, and people, and anyone who would help us to make donations, to bake food, to make commitments. So we have spent 1 year, some of the nicest people that I've ever worked with. We've had a wonderful time since last June to this June, meeting at least once a month. And the last 6 weeks, my committee, the food committee, has met once or twice a week in preparation.
Tell me what your daddy does.
He hammers and screws and everything.
He screws too?
Children's Committee got together and created monsters. Then we took some of the monsters and transferred them onto boards, which are going to be in the monster maze. So, like on this one, 3 or 4 kids worked on this together. It was larger in the original. They laid down and traced each other, and then they colored them in. And that's how a lot of these were drawn. Others were drawn by one single person, and then I transferred them onto the boards. That's what they wanted, so they got it.
Okay. So I noticed you're very pregnant. You're protecting.
Can you tell?
All we're doing is rinsing tires because they put a coating on, and if it's wet, it won't stick. And so we're rinsing them off so they have no dirt on. And that's all we're doing. It's important because otherwise we can't use any tires in the playground.
Over there, behind the trees there are the outhouses if you need to use the bathroom. Up there is the food tent. At 5 o'clock, the next meal is being served. There is water over there if you need to use it. Okay? That big trailer is our tool shed. If you need a tool and they say go to the shed or the trailer, that's it. Okay? I'll be giving you to a coordinator, and if you have any more questions once you're with them, you go to them. Don't make any decisions on your own. Ask them if you have a question. And if you feel like you're not doing anything, go back to that person and say, I'm not really doing much. Is there another place I can go? Okay? Come this way. It's slippery here, so be careful. I have a skilled and a non-skilled worker for you. Barry sent them.
Okay, you got a hammer.
Skill doesn't matter.
Can you hammer? This is like a strong arm kind of.
I'll get a hammer.
Okay, you could go over to the shed over there and give yourself a hammer and a nail bag, and then come on back here and we'll set you to work as a pair on one of these frames that we're putting together over here. Okay? So get tooled up and come on back.
I just got the word we're in urgent need of a quart of Bondo.
I should have.
Should you? I can send somebody over
Yeah.
for it. Rhythm, that percussion kind of thing, you know, it really makes it.
I'm feeling particularly gratified today because yesterday I hauled about 400 of those pieces of wood prior to them being cut. After they were cut and routed, I drilled holes into them. I had to drill 6 holes into each of those pieces of wood. And I also had a part in varnishing them. So now that I'm stacking them, I'm seeing the fruits of my labor, so to speak.
Lo and behold, over here, people in the back, listen, you can see all the people working, and they are building all the parts. On this tent over here is where everyone eats. That's the favorite place. They have good food. Today they have Burger King food there. It's true. Come down here, I'll show you more. Who remembers what they suggested?
A tree house.
A tree house? What else? A haunted house? Who else remembers what you designed? A maze?
Well, someone designed a wheelchair swing.
And a wheelchair swing, and they're all going to be on it. It's all going to be part of it.
And another thing that I'm really glad about is they're not taking out any trees. I'm a tree freak.
I'm really looking forward to the playground getting finished on Sunday night. And I expect that it should have a lot of fun things for the kids to play on. And that I'd come and play pretty often on it.
Thanks.
Get back to work.
But we have people showing up, and as long as people still do show up and come in and help, we'll get it done on time. It's just we're just a hair behind, and we're not real worried because I think Woodstock is going to turn out. They already are turning out, but you know we're not done till we're done. You know, and so I can't sit here and be too happy about it. We're cruising though. We're cruising. Yeah.
So we have 3 more days?
Got 3 more days. We should end on Sunday. I don't know exactly what time. Sometime between 4 and 8 o'clock at night. We have no way of knowing.
Then the music starts, and the playing.
And the music starts.
All right, good.
I hope.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good.
It's going to be fun. This is great, though, because I got to get in on the design with the kids back 6, 8 months ago, and now I get to see it come together. It's exciting for me, and I'm sure it's exciting for everybody else. Everybody else having a good time.
Well, it's the talk of the town, so it's great.
I hope so. I love it. We just need some people out there.
Good evening. We're here on the second day approaching evening time, and as the evening rolls around, we have the light tower starting to rise as the sun starts to set. We've had some incredible progress. This triangular piece that you're looking at, this pyramidal tower here, I can see 2 of them from where we stand.
Yeah.
Those from the center of that is going to hang a swing, different kinds of swinging toys, swinging ramps. One of them has a ramp thing that's attached to it that swings, and another a platform or something. I'm really not quite sure. Tomorrow we should know more about that. I learned a few new things today.
Like?
I learned how to work a router for the first time. That was very exciting. And I definitely improved my nail pounding skill, which was extremely lacking. It's been fun.
Why would anyone want to make a screw so nice and clean with soap?
Because they're easier to go in that way.
Oh, so smart.
To go in the wood.
All
I
right,
have to tell you something.
please.
She dug the perfect hole. You've never seen a better hole. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to take you over there to show you that hole. All right? You're gonna have to take a picture of that hole. I just told that guy.
I'd like to tell the story of this hole.
Yes.
Please.
Now, I am wearing this little red square, which identifies me as a skilled laborer, but the place where I was working was needed, so I vacated it, and they put me to work digging a hole, and I thought I wasn't going to like it, but as I dug that hole, I liked it more and more. I've just been laughing all morning long, and that hole became a sculpture in negative space. I created an emptiness sculpture in the ground, and I loved it so much that when I moved on to the next hole, I kind of felt like I had put everything I had into the first one, and I didn't know if I could do it a second time. And just then a man with a wheelbarrow walked by, and he said, "Are you the one that's digging all those nice holes?" And up till then I thought it's going to get filled with concrete. No one will ever know it's there. And he appreciated it to me before that happened. And it gave me more energy to dig the second hole. I've just been laughing all morning long. Everything that's going on here is just very harmonious.
I've been laughing, and I noticed that everyone's smiling. Every time I look at somebody, everyone's smiling. This is a wonderful thing that we're doing. I want to show you the hole. Come on, we have to go see the hole now.
Get up and let's...
All right, come on, let's go.
You can come with us?
Oh, yeah.
Please do.
This hole has to be documented.
Oh, this place is getting harder to navigate as it gets filled up.
That's a beautiful, I appreciate
That is perfect. Now this is the hole that she dug.
Now, shovel is relatively sharp, but it's not too sharp when you're dealing with those really gnarly roots. That brought up a lot of emotional stuff for me, you know, because I realized that those roots are connected to these trees that are all around us, and each time I chopped through one, it would be ouch.
You know, I was just walking over there, and I saw the most perfect hole. And I told the woman that was doing it that it was. She was very excited. She gave me a big kiss. It was a perfect hole. It was exactly round, and the corners were square. It was unbelievable. It was a wonder hole at the Wonderworks.
Spend a lot of time digging ourselves out of holes, and it's a nice change to be digging holes. Of course, you can spell it with a W or not. And I think Woodstock is filled with a lot of holy people, so it's quite appropriate.
Thanks a whole lot. When's the last time you dug a hole?
Must be 30 or 40 years ago.
I found an empty hole to fill. I found a beautiful hole that's like crying out to be filled up. See, really, what I feel like is more like a maitre d' in a restaurant. You know, I'm like getting the guy who's got the wheelbarrow full of concrete and say table for two, and then I take him over to the area where he's got to pour the stuff into the hole, you know. Nobody laughed at that so far, you know. That whole thing is real heavy.
Whoa! Very fun.
On the other side of that over here.
What a beautiful hole.
It's very good for your pectoral muscles.
Yeah.
Lats.
Yeah.
Triceps.
I guess the poles are up when I was here last, but all the flooring, it's a good 60% larger than it was when I was here on Wednesday. They're making wonderful progress.
This is a time capsule. It's made out of PVC pipe. It's a 4-inch PVC pipe. What we've done is collected all kinds of representative things of 1989 and the Woodstock Wonderworks project.
Who knew? I'm sure I have something.
The Children's Committee put this together.
Good idea.
And they have, I think there's a Vogue magazine, there's a tape of the Wonder song, there's all kinds of literature relating to the playground. There's a balloon, which we couldn't get it blown up when we figured in 25 years it won't matter. The steering committee decided that rather than leave it here until someone discovers it in the next century, we were going to have a reunion in 25 years, and I would reveal the secret of the time capsule. I'll have to put it in my will because they told me I'm the only one who's supposed to know the location.
What?
Very impressive looking.
Yes, and of course it's so non-biodegradable that there's no question it'll be here.
Right. We know it'll be here. Hopefully the playground will be here too, on top of it.
We need somebody to dump the dirt. What are you doing?
Oh, let's find somebody who will take the dirt away.
Okay.
I dig up dirt, but I don't remove dirt.
Everybody has their own specialty, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh, I can't do it. It's too heavy.
I can't do that. I do. And let you just walk around.
Actually, I do this for a living too, but it's a whole other thing. It's nice to get involved in the community experience.
Yeah, it's a lot different than work when it's for an experience like that.
They couldn't hire me to do it, but for free I'll do it.
Right.
You got it.
That way it'll line up and be covered by the deck over there.
Okay? There you go.
Good. I caught you when you knew what you were doing.
Right. A rare moment. My mother's never caught me then, right?
Starting to rain. People bringing in their tools. This is probably going to slow things down a bit.
Oh, I'm watching this weather.
It doesn't seem to be stopping anyone.
I caught that.
Flashing up.
Is this serious, this weather?
Nothing daunted, they just charged right on. A little bit of wetness. You know, human beings are meant to get a little bit of rain on their skin. It's refreshing. There's like, you know, cells on their skin that need to be washed right off.
And skin is waterproof.
And it's waterproof. You know, we're just developing the duck attitude here, you know,
But seriously, the power tools, you can't operate them in the rain.
Correct, but we do have a tent here. We've got 3 tents, in fact. That right now we have 1 tent under full operation, and that's even geared more up. And we'll just have to move some more people in. And I don't think this is going to last. I think the rain we're in is going to come and go.
That's what Noah said too.
Yeah. And look, he got out, right?
That's true. Whenever there's an event with Woodstock in the name, there's rain.
There's rain, right? 3 days of rain and mud. This is very familiar.
Were you there?
Only in spirit.
This is high technology, measuring tires.
Oh, it is. It really is. This is our probability test for the day. How many tires do we need to make, what is it, 9 foot 10? Give or take an inch.
To make 9 foot 10.
9 foot 10. Would you like to help us? Would you like to help us solve this problem?
Yes, of course. Now.
No, I'm the reading teacher. I bow to her.
Well, this is 30. 30. Oh, wait, okay.
It's almost impossible to do to get tires that are all the same size to fit into a certain amount of space. We'll do it.
But you know what? If we had 4 of these 30 inches, it would be give or take an inch.
That sounds like it! Einstein!
I think this is fun.
You mean seeing everybody working together? Or
Yeah.
do you have any particular interest in hammering or drilling or sawing? What is your favorite part of the work?
I like doing this.
Raking.
Yeah.
Great.
From here. That shot from here right out that way.
So here we are standing by the old rusting sliding.
Look at that.
What is this called?
Look at the sliding pond, right?
Spell it. What is it? Pine, sliding pond.
You're embarrassing.
Sliding. I mean, I don't know.
Young? I don't know. I was never young. What is it again?
You were never young.
Slide, right. Get that shot? From the old to the new? Tremendous study in contrast.
There's very little metal in the new.
Well, this is like the old. I mean, it is not exactly grand or special or anything. It's like an anthill next to a city of the future, right?
It's like and things interrelate and things present an idea of the systems of community. And
right. I think I've had too much water. You know? Do I sound like I've had too much water to drink?
No. It is a good. There's a good point of view.
All right.
Thanks, Ken.
See ya.
This is a shot of our beautiful mountain. And there's a Child's Wonderworks nestled at the foot of it. You just got here and
I just
you're
arrived.
ready for an assignment.
I'm told that they have a hot one for me, but they haven't pointed it out yet.
Would you be terribly disappointed if it had nothing to do with nails? Or?
No, not at all. I'm prepared to serve in any capacity that they need.
Lynn?
Lynn.
There's something therapeutic about swinging a hammer, right?
Definitely, especially with a nail. You have to hammer it down.
But in a psychological context, there must be something that you're pounding other than the nail.
After a full day of school, I teach here.
Oh, of course. It must not be an American nail.
Right.
Feel this. Just reach down and feel it. Okay, do that. Okay. So it just needs a... Okay? You try it.
We need to trade a 22 for something else, a 24.
25 inches, wasn't it? 28 inches?
Well, this is 30. Just sweeping, right? Even the menial tasks are meaningful.
But how frustrating when people refuse to wipe their feet when they walk on this floor.
I don't know where they can wipe them, to be quite frank with you. You don't see any doormats here? I mean, one must make work, right? After a day in the classroom, it's most invigorating.
The latest is that there are at least 150 grown-ups and kids who are now working on the site going to eat supper tonight here. Highest total yet. Plus another 60 children in childcare who will be fed separately from the work gang. So it keeps growing.
Where will the food come from?
The food is, I don't know all the specifics of where it's coming from tonight. The rumor is that it's Chinese food for the main part, so are you ready?
Shrimp and lobster sauce?
Hopefully, or something wonderful. It'll be good. Mugu gai pan.
Roast duck crispy style.
That would be good, or a whole sea bass.
Or a mugu gai pan.
We've had that already, but that's
here?
Egg rolls.
Egg rolls and duck sauce.
Right.
And
wonton soup.
Yes, and egg
sweet,
drop soup.
Yeah, and sweet and sour soup.
And special soup for two. You have any Chinese favorites?
Buddhist delight and twice cooked pork.
Ooh.
So I have enough of them.
You have very good Chinese food taste.
Today we had 20 foremen. Now we have maybe 5. So it makes a big difference. There's a lot of people that don't know the whole process.
Foremen seem to drop.
They what?
Quickly, right? The foreman fade.
Well, it's just, they've been working all day.
That's a syndrome, the foreman fade.
These people need you.
Looking good. How you doing? Come on over here.
Things are kind of winding down here, and we just got a list on Friday night. We just got another list of what we need to find. I'll let Dave Ryan, who's our tools coordinator, tell you some of the things we just found out we need to come up with.
Just found out that bright and early Sunday morning we need a cherry picker to lift a 400-pound component to this marvelous theme park, 17 feet in the air.
This is Barry Siegel, who's the supervisor of the project.
He's the
Are you really? Are you married to David?
Cherry picker.
What is it we need? Up here? Is this what we need the crane for? We're getting off on a tangent here late at night. Okay. We also need some very experienced chainsaw operators for Sunday morning. And we need a tree surgeon.
We have a lot of surgeons, but we need a
tree surgeon.
We got brain surgery.
Because what's happening here is some of these very tall things have some of the branches coming down. What is this exactly?
I don't know.
Somebody must know. Would anyone else have a few closing words that we could tell people? Anything
Sorry if they miss it. It's been a happening, and it's Woodstock all over again. It's a Woodstock Nation survives, and you'll be sorry if you don't come down and hammer a nail.
It did feel that way for a while it was pouring rain today. Anybody else want to say something? This is Joanne, who's the fundraising coordinator, who is absolutely fabulous, and she should say a few words.
This has been an incredible project. Probably the most exciting thing is seeing all members of the community, from kids to senior citizens, out to make something really special happen. And to do it in 5 days has been incredible. Yeah, it's great.
The best thing that's happening is that people who come just to look at it or just to stay for an hour or two are ending up coming back every single day. They really are getting addicted to this thing.
I'm just glad that they didn't cut down any trees.
Because we are tree freaks!
Martin.
Okay, now let's sign off.
Okay, signing off from Woodstock Wonderworks. This is Friday night, 10 after 10.
And we're still going.
And hope we see you all out here. Good night.
Watch us on TV, Bart.
I will.
All right, bye, guys.
Good night, Maria. Good night, Peter. Good night, Adam. Good night.
I love you.
All the equipment's going up. It's starting to look like the playground. We've got tire swings and slides. I think we're going to get done right on time.
It's great. I think this is the best thing we've done.
Ever in your life.
In my life.
We want to become construction persons. Right.
No masters for me. I'm going to go with construction.
We've chosen our new field. We know what we want to do now as we're entering our 40s or some such.
I think in a place like this, a man can lay down roots and build a life here in this valley. Actually, it's pretty nifty. I know. Hey, here's a kid.
We're going to make a top to this beam. Beam looks like this. Now there's your beam. And you have a section to it.
Look how much white ones we have. We have like
This is the highlight of the child care program, except for the parade tomorrow. Of course, that's going to be the culmination of everything we've done, but we've been waiting for this.
The highlight is this treasure hunt.
This treasure hunt has been planned for a while, and as you can see now, a team is running off into the woods. They have to find 8 marble rocks. When they find 8, they have to come back and do a challenge. Don't tell them the prize is really just a popsicle, but they think it's something really terrific. I guess that is terrific.
What we're doing is we have an arts and crafts room.
Yes.
And it's divided into different stations so the kids can use all different kinds of materials. We just give them the materials and they make incredible things. Like there's an alligator.
Is that a puppy dog?
No.
Is it a snake? Is it a lion?
A mouse.
Oh, it's a mouse.
Wow. Wow.
Anybody who's taken home tools of any kind from the job site, especially tape measures, drill bits, screws, nails, whatever, please bring them back. We need them to finish the job with.
Construction workers, please return all tools and measuring tapes to the tool truck. If you do not return the tools, the playground will be short of tools and it will not be done in time. If you do, the playground will be successful. Thank you.
And then I volunteered to put in 4 hours. I guess I put in about 2 days so far.
Feel safe, lean on me when the times are bad. When the day comes you down, real trouble, about to drown. Just hold
for inviting us,
You said, lean on me in the times ahead, the day come you down, river of trouble, and you drown.
I think if I had a wish that could come true, I'd wish that this wonderful feeling we all share today can be retained and spread out among the world, because this is the essence of humanity, this feeling of love and caring for each other. And I think the people here in Woodstock have found it. And the challenge now is not to build the playground, because that's been done, but the challenge is to keep the spirit,
Last meal coming up, right? What's for dinner?
Jambalaya and bread pudding.
Oh, this is the special feature.
This is the special one, yeah.
What do you know about it so far?
That it's taking a lot of okra. We've got 26 boxes of okra.
Oh, no! I hate those green, greasy little slugs.
Don't worry, we'll hide it. No, but I don't know. They're in there cooking it up right now.
We're also having this evening smoked sausage and chicken jambalaya. And we're having a New Orleans bread pudding with a hot peach sabayon. Fabulous.
Sabayon. Let's all say.
Sabayon.
Sabayon.
Everyone together.
Sabayon. What does that word mean?
It's actually from the Italian. It's a bastardization of the Italian zabaglione.
Zabaglione?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or as you would probably say, zabaglione.
Zabaglione.
Right.
This little guy is only 3.5 years old. And does he like to build? And here's a little tiny baby one that won't come out. There.
Is this your son?
This is my son.
How long has he been an architect?
Practically his whole life. His father's an engineer, and he keeps saying he's going to grow up and be an engineer like his dad. And I'm an arts and crafts teacher, so I build from recyclables. I make things from recyclables. So he sees me. So he's to the point now where he won't even throw a McDonald's French fry bag away. He wants to find some way to recycle a French fry bag. He's happy when he's got a piece of wood and a plastic hammer or a saw or something.
Why did the chickens cross the road? I don't know. Get the other side. That's the old one.
Is that funny?
No.
I was told the dinner's going to be late anyway, so this is working out pretty good.
All right, good.
So but it looks, probably half hour, something like that, and we'll blast off.
All right.
Great. Here I go. There it is.
It's in key of G.
Yeah.
And just listen to the first verse and pick it up.
I'd love to.
Okay, great.
That's great.
Yes, we've got a guitar here in Woodstock for all the musicians. This is the musical area right here. And right here goes 1, 2, 3. It's moving over. Come on up here, Bart, so you can get a better view. All right, we've got a car-shaped thing that's half guitar, half car. Now we got our steering wheel, and a lot of people just helped carry this over, and everybody's excited because this piece is kind of signifying the end of this is the last major piece to be put into place, the actual very last piece. Now a few more finishing touches, and I bet we're going to be starting with a little bit of din-din and the festivities, and here we go. I don't know whether I'm going to get a chance to say anything anymore, but Bart, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
This community is so incredible to put this together. I'd just like to see everybody continue with this energy and take it to any project that you feel is worthwhile. Just let's start to make this, take it to SOS, take it to the Women's Convoy to Central America, take it to your local church, take it to the library, take it to somebody, but let's start opening up, and we've learned we can do something. So with our efforts. So let's keep it going, keep it rolling. You guys are wonderful. Got something to say? What do you think about this playground? You happy this year?
I think it's great.
Yeah? How about you?
I think the playground is pretty cool how it's how it
which
is.
is the best part?
I like the wheelchair swing.
Wheelchair swing? That's a really neat part. I like that too.
I don't know what to say other than it's just incredibly fantastic. And all these people are doing such a great job, and it's just minutes away. And he will be completely done. Last minute sanding, last minute digging, last minute hammering. Everybody's so excited they don't know what to do. People are walking.
Do you think it's going to be emotional in any way?
Do I think it's going to be emotional? I think it's very emotional. Absolutely. People, grown people are looking at this playground and they're saying, I did it. You know, like we did it. And I drilled this little nail in or that little, you know, this or that. And they're very excited about it. So absolutely, it's very emotional. You're going to be there for the whole thing, right?
Barry, they'll shrink up, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Barry, that's a wrap.
Let's go. We're out of here.
Punch out. What time is it?
Barry, forever friends.
This is the finale. Here we go.
Okay, now don't make a sound. Don't make a sound. This is it. I want everyone to take a kazoo. If you have a pocket, put it in your pocket. If you don't have a pocket, you can even take in pants like this and just stretch them out and put them right like that.
Thank you so much for this amazing project. This is a wonderful community, and I can't be more thrilled. I really thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart.
This indeed is the Woodstock Festival.